All right, so are you still working from home? Well, many of us worked from home at some point in the last year and a half. As 10 TV's Lacey Crisp explains, if you are working from your kitchen table instead of your desk, it could have an impact on where your tax dollars go if a bill moving through the state legislature is passed.
In major cities across Ohio, like Columbus, about 50% of the people who work in the city also live here. And with so many people working remotely in the last year, lawmakers are considering sending your income tax dollars home.
You can't put your car in drive and reverse at the same time.
Columbus Mayor Andrew Ginther says he's focused on the economic recovery of the city moving forward. Nearly 80% of the city's revenue comes from income taxes. The city has already passed a budget for the year, but if a bill proposed by state lawmakers is passed, it means if you're working from home and you live in a different city than your office, your tax dollars will go to the city where you live, and it could be retroactive.
You can't really change the rules of the game and the laws in place after a period of time has already taken place.
With much of the budget going towards salaries, cities could be forced to lay off frontline workers.
I can say with 100% certainty those conversations will be had should this legislation go through. We will be looking at longer response times. And we could potentially be looking at layoffs.
And it's not just bigger cities that will be impacted. It could mean a loss of millions to cities like Dublin, population 50,000. The mayor there predicts it could mean a loss of $25 to $35 million every year.
This is not something that we can just replicate. And it's going to have a profound impact on what we can do for the region.
And could also put into question agreements made between cities and businesses to bring jobs to the area.
So we have in excess of 20 economic development agreements. And in those economic development agreements, we revenue share with our businesses.
While he would not go on camera, Bill co-author Republican Chris Jordan from Powell said in a statement, House Bill 157 is a common-sense tax reform measure that will protect Ohio taxpayers. It is based upon the simple principle that Ohio taxpayers should not be taxed by municipalities where they do not perform work in nor live in.
And we reached out to several lawmakers. Many declined to comment. In Columbus, Lacey Crisp, 10 TV News.
Mayor Andrew Ginther telling Lacey that mayors across the state are willing to talk to state lawmakers about tax sources and funding for cities, but he says it needs to be a collaborative effort with plans for the future.